Hey everyone, quick update on my trade results for the month of March. So, quick summary breakdown here, and then I'll get into a little bit more detail. But I categorize these by 0 and 1 DTE. That was negative, a little over 12K negative on those. My British Iron Condors were also pretty decently negative, down 9,100. No price action BICs. Power Hour Wugas just did one, that was minus 14. Mahomes minus 2,400. So red in several of these categories. Calendars, I was up big, ended up scratching out a green month of a little over 1,400. My transformers over 9,600. Option selling minus 2,000. And then what's continued to carry my performance all year and had a monster month was my directional day trades, a little over 106,000. And then my other category, $1, Bob, made $1. So total for the month, a little over 89K. Account grew by a little over 11.5%. What's interesting is look at my account return each month and then my drawdown for the month, my max drawdown. January, my accounts grew by 6.6%. Drawdown minus 7.5%, so a little bit bigger than my account return. February, slightly bigger than my return. March, slightly bigger than my return. So it's just kind of interesting how my max drawdown 3 months in a row has just been slightly bigger than my account return. Obviously, ideally, I want that to be about half of my account return, but you don't always get what you want in the markets. I've found out over the years. Anyway, here's the P&L graph of kind of from year to date. So total up about just under 23% year to date. All right, so let me go through the 0 and 1 DTE. Really, so week one, first week of March, a little bit red. Second week, a little bit green, up 2,300. Third week, had a nice week, over 12K. And then the last week just was terrible, minus 17K. A lot of that had to do with I had got smoked out of some 1 DTEs, got full stopped. Also got a little aggressive with my directional vertical risk reversals. So took a few losses there. So minus 17K that week. And then the last day, minus 9K, last day of the month. So had a couple of last Friday of the month and then last day of the month trades. These are basically reverse iron condors. Neither of those worked out well. Another 1 DTE stop, small red on my price action iron condors, but red on that category for the month of March. BICs got brutalized. I finally stopped trading them to the normal extent because this price action was just too crazy. Very, worst kind of price action for this type of trading. So anyway, minus 9,100 on those. Wuga power hour trades. These are really designed for a little bit lower volatility, lower VIX. And so I only took one trade, and that was early in March, and that was minus 1,400. Mahomes, I took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades, and 1, 2 were winners. So negative on those for the month. And then calendars. So scratched out green, but week 1 was up 2K. Week 2 booked over 2,300. So having a good month. Week 3 was pretty flat. Week 4, another good month. I guess this is. Oh yeah, these would be carried. These were closed in March, but carried over from February. So anyway, the first part of the month was good, and then came this one. And this was, of course, when we had that huge over the weekend move into Monday and basically took all my profits away at that point. Got a little bit back and ended green, but calendars have been a little rough so far this year. But I think we're about to see some good opportunity. Let's see. Transformers did good. These are all 1 DTE iron condors that I transformed. Keep in mind, when I put on a 1 DTE iron condor, sometimes I book profits or get stopped out. As I showed you, I took some losses on those. And so all these are going to show up as winners on the transformer category, because once I transform them, they are risk-free. I really want to look at these in conjunction with my other 1DTEs, which definitely had several stop outs on those. But these are just the transformer ones, over 9,600 on those. Option selling. I got pushed out of a VRR in VXX, which is a trade that benefits from volatility contraction, which we haven't seen a lot of. Iron Duck, and then a couple Iron Duck winners, so minus 2K on those for the month. And then day trades, so over 106,000 on day trades. And really, so 1 week I had over 53,000. In fact, within 1 day was a 50K day, and then I had another big day a couple weeks later here on one trade that was over 56,000. So a handful of trades that made up a vast majority of that. But again, my directional day trading has just been really, really good, and obviously the volatility helps. So while the volatility is in play, I will continue to focus on those. And then my other category, this is typically earnings trades, usually do some earnings butterflies or some post-earnings trades. Had 4 of those and scratched out $1 profit. So that is it for the month. Chad, who runs our day trading live stream a few days a week and does his own kind of price action iron condor methodology. Here's his results. So for his price action or TLC, trade like Chad, price action iron condors, he categorizes them in AM trades, lunchtime, and power hour. And so his AM trades, 15 winners, 7 losers, a little over 10,000. Lunchtime version, 72% win rate, a little over 19K. And then power hour, 13 winners, 3 losers, almost 17K. So total for the month, 46,664. 1 DTEs, he did 7 trades, 5 were losers, but he still was able to scratch out a little over 2,300. And then on his day trades, Mighty 90s were a little bit red, and then no break even on his volume runners, and then continuation runners 3,300, so a little over 2,500 net on his day trades. So that is it for March. April is starting off with some crazy wild price action. Should be fun. Hope everybody has a safe and good month. We'll talk to you soon.